Hello guys, Brot here. Today I want to show you 10 tips that might help you increase your time, have stronger runs and generally increase your knowledge of the game. It's a compiled list of things that I have been asked a lot about since I started making the Magic Survival videos, as well as things that I have decided to include, as they might be small but can have great impact on your playstyle and results. Before we jump in the video, as always guys, if you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, that helps me a lot. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. So guys, have been asked about this like really a lot. If for example you have an item that gives bonuses to Fireball, let's say a torch, it will give 20% damage to Fireball. If you make a fusion with Fireball as the first magic, for example Constellation, which is Fireball and Satellite, your Constellation will gain the 20% bonus damage from the artifact torch. However, if you have Fireball as a second spell in a fusion, let's say in Flare, which is Energy Bolt plus Fireball, the torch artifact will not give the 20% bonus damage and so on. So always pay attention which is your first magic in a fusion and what artifacts can it benefit from. To simplify it, if you have a fusion which is made from A plus B and an item gives a bonus to A, it will give a bonus to the fusion as well. Guys, Mana Refine is one of the most important magics in the game. It makes you earn more XP from the monsters and from the mana globes, which makes you level up faster. 50% can be gained from the research page, another 40% from taking Mana Refine in game. Guys, do note that the earlier you take the Mana Refine, the better. If you see it early game, just forget all the other possible magics and take it, as the sooner you have it, the more impact it will have on your overall run. There are also a few more artifacts that increase the mana taken, which you can take early game if you find them and later switch them to other ones which you need for your build. Guys, the research points are an essential part of the game and altogether can give quite a huge amount of bonuses to your builds and increase your runs by a lot. When starting the game, however, you will have none of them, and also after some time they become quite expensive. My advice is for farming points is to go to the last zone you have unlocked without Academy. Guys, as there you will have to pay 1000 points to enter, and simply go for Blue Sky, which is Thunderstorm plus Electric Shock, and any other spells you like, and just try to survive as long as possible and stack these points to unlock more research points. Another way to get research points is to find one of the 3 cells during your runs, Alpha, Beta or Gamma. The first one gives a couple of 100 research points, the Beta cells gives you a couple thousand research points, while the black ones, the Gamma cells, give you the highest amount, but they are also extremely rare, and I have not seen one of them guys, and I have probably over 2000 runs, so if you see one, just run for it and get those juicy points. I have also been asked a lot about this stat, the attack stat, and how it actually works, what it actually increases. If we take Fireball and Torch for example, the artifact will give Fireball 20% bonus damage. Attack, on the other hand, increases the damage of all of your spells. The Ruby artifact gives 10% attack and it will increase the damage of all of your spells with 10%. Other ways of getting attack is from intelligence, either from taking it in-game or from the research page. It's a pretty strong stat guys, as if you're playing with 2, 3 or more spells or fusions, it will boost all of them. Guys, never discard items unless you have 6 items already in your artifact slots. This is not a big improvement, but if you have just started the game, opened the box and you see an artifact you don't need, even if it doesn't help you at all, just take it. This will increase the chance to find another artifact which you might actually need, and you won't be able to see the one you just found. This of course doesn't count towards artifacts that will negatively affect your build. For example, finding a transcendent first item which will lower your MP gains with 33%. But for any other item, if you have free slots, just take it and discard it later for something you actually need. Now guys, I have not mastered all the classes, as I do not play all of them, but mastering a class definitely brings some juicy bonuses towards the skill you will be playing with. You can see all the classes with their normal and mastered bonuses. It might be a little grindy, but in most of the cases the mastered version always brings a stable boost towards your spell. Guys, I have seen a lot of players not taking shield and focusing only on offense. You know there is the saying that attacking is the best defense, but with the current meta of the game and scaling of the monsters and their intensity, shield is one of the strongest magics in the game. Late game, when the monsters can quite literally one-shot you, this will prevent their entire attack. Overall, it is pretty strong and can help you get further into your runs. I always master shield on level 3 with +1 maximum shield charges, which also when gaining shield charges gives you 2 instead of 1. Another way to gain a maximum shield charge is from the force field artifact, which gets you to 4, which is currently the maximum number. Guys, I have been asked a lot about the chests, and people have asked me why they have troubles finding the legendary artifact they are looking for. The chests are divided in 3 different types: normal ones, reliquary, which are the white ones, and the black box, with the first being the most common, while the black box is the rarest to find. Guys, you can get any artifact from the normal box. It is just that the chance of getting a rare or legendary one is lower. From the reliquary you can get either a rare or a legendary artifact, with the chance of a rare one spawning is higher. From the black box you can also get either a rare or a legendary artifact, with the chances being close to 50-50. Guys, there are 2 ways of moving your subject with the in-game joystick. One is for it to be fixed, which means that it will always stay at a certain location in the bottom of your screen. The other way is for it to be a touch joystick, which means that you can press your screen anywhere and the joystick will appear there. I personally prefer the second one, because at least for me it gives more freedom of movement, but I know people who prefer the fixed one, so just try them and see which one works the best for you. Guys, when leveling you will sometimes not want to take any of the presented options. This happens quite often and you might be wondering what to do in these situations. Every time you level up you will have the option MP taken at the bottom of your leveling screen. Picking this will get you a certain amount of mana or XP towards the next level. This can be quite helpful in the middle of the game when you are trying to rush the second or third fusion you will be playing with, but you don't want any of the presented options. You can manipulate the amount of mana or XP you will get towards the next level with different items or with research points. Sometimes when leveling up you will also see rest. It is pretty straightforward. You will not level up. For the next level you will need the same amount of XP you needed for this one, and you will restore a small amount of health points. In my opinion, this is in some cases better than MP taken, as you won't gain a level and you won't be needing more XP for the next one. And that was it, guys, my 10 tips for improving your game. I really hope they will be helpful to you. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask them down in the comment section below the video, guys. As always, thank you for watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you again, guys, have a nice day and see you soon.